No bomb over here, won't be a bang, won't be a boom, just a TV set in your living room. Coming in loud, it's coming in clear, coming like a freight train through your ear. What you gonna do now, what you gonna say when they take your boss bones away? When they take your boss bones away. Teaching us lies, preaching us fear. Oh.
Okay, you guys, as soon as you hear sound, let me know. It does show that our built-in mic is receiving audio. So, yes, thumbs up. Tate, I hope that's a thumbs up that you can hear us. Yes, someone else thumbs up? Good to go. So yeah, we're usually at this this last few months we've been at home working off just the main computer. We're on the laptop now, and it's been a while. And I guess whenever I rebooted, it updated the system, and I didn't allow permissions and stuff like that. So we're not on our Rode mics. We're just using microphone through the computer. Hopefully, that's going to be good for us today.
That's right, guys. So Monday Night Live here at 7 o'clock where we are in the country. Right now we're in Melrose, Florida.
So that is Eastern time. I had to look that
That's
up,
right.
guys.
So we are at
Skoolie
Swarm. And I say them backwards because I'm dyslexic, so I was trying to do it right. But Skoolie Swarm 2025. So it's right here on a lake. I can't remember the lake's name because
I can't either. And I guess they do like several events throughout the year. They have a Skoolie Swarm, then they have a fall gathering, and then I think they have another gathering right after this. I don't understand
right.
it all. It's a lot of options for these families and individuals that have chose this nomad lifestyle and live in their rig, and so it kind of gives them an opportunity to kind of travel together, hang out together, and like kind of common interests.
And we'll get more into that if we'll introduce everybody because they haven't seen us before.
Oh yes, go ahead.
You
guys all know us. You know us, or you wouldn't be watching us. But in case you just went to YouTube and said, "Oh, who is this ugly guy and woman?"
What?
Ugly guy and woman. Just randomly find us on YouTube. I don't know.
No, I agree with you, baby. So anyway, Steph and I are a little bit. It's been a hell of a time here on our journey.
Where do we start?
On the journey. So I am TJ Thompson, Stephanie Thompson. Together we are the Honorary One. She's the Honorary Squad, the Honorary One, or just hey. And on this channel, you're going to see about our life, basically, and our journey through life, and us journeying around our country, and maybe one of these days out of the country. But in the meantime, Steph is still on the road of the heart failure.
I can't take you serious with the glasses on.
So Steph struggling with heart failure like she has been for the last month. Here we found out. So a lot of our stuff has been put on the back burner, and now here we are. Thank goodness we were able to get out on the road. She's still going through a lot of medication changes. Some weren't working with her. Some just aren't healthy for her. So there's some changes being made as we're on the road here. I think you're up to 15, 16 medications a day now. So real quick, if you don't know about what all is going on with us, y'all put that on all of our platforms to see. We won't go into a little depth because we don't really want to. But we want to say thanks for all you guys that keep on rallying around Steph, rallying around the heart, and supporting her, and keeping her uplifted by all the ways you guys are doing it. It's amazing. And you can also go look at our raffles on our website, thehonorary1.com. Go over there to the slide, and it'll say raffles and giveaways. And you go there and you can see all the giveaways that we've already given away, raffled off, and that we've got more. So we have belt buckle from Weems. We have Legend suspensions to the front for Legend suspension. We have a Viking bag. You can go check that out. If you need a good bag to ride with, a riding bag, there's one there. There is a full event for two at TMMR, Tennessee Motorcycle Music Revival, that you can buy your chance to win one of those. And then, of course, the Buffalo Chip Dinner Series 2025. It's a 2 people pass for the events. You can go check it out at the website once again, thehonorary1.com, plus all of our merch. We've re-upped a lot of our shirts over the winter. And you can read a little bit, see about the rides that are at home in the Ozarks. With that being said, we got the rally coming up there, Spring Fling. We'll be doing something really cool with the chopper. So if you guys don't know, we have a badass chopper. We have a road glider with a 131. We have a couple of mini bikes. We have a dog named Hank. Yes, he's a pug. He's a Frenchie. That was gave to us. Thanks for the universe bringing us Hank. He's been a lifesaver for us. And then what you're seeing us in tonight is what we were calling Bus 17, which is a 2002 Chevrolet. Damn, that was the van. Never mind. 2002 Bluebird.
This is a Ford E450 7.3 Power Stroke.
Bam.
That we have converted into a RV. We kind of documented our process of doing it. However, we never really turned out much information or footage on that because I was also going to doctor's appointments and lab work for since November. So
we
a lot of that stuff, but we're not going to get into that.
Right. So
we are on the road.
Here we are on the road in the bus. We were talking about what we're going to name the bus. We asked you guys on a post the other day, did you think we just keep it Bus 17? That's the number?
Which is what this bus was prior life before we bought it. So
or,
we always kind of thought that was cool.
It is. Or we could go with the name Yazzie. And that means?
It means little one in Navajo, however you want to say it. Anyway, so yeah, we kind of voted, and I think we're going to go with Yazzie.
Yep, so we're in Yazzie, which you can see right here. We've been working on it. Oh my God, guys, the last 3 weeks there we had bad weather. We had just almost put a halt on everything else, and we worked on the bus. So we have a wet bath over here, and I didn't get it done. And so we had no plumbing, really. But we are able to score some real cheap countertops and butcher blocks, and got some counters in. We got a convection oven in, and we got sink in. Once again, no plumbing, but we did get a water pump, and we have a 5-gallon container that you get at Walmart or Home Depot's with Pure 5 or distilled pour spring water. So I just listed them all. So we have the water pump there for that, so we do have some water. Over here is a little bench, and behind Steph is her desk that she had to have. She put up some wallpaper yesterday. We were going to paint today, and I'll get into that while we didn't. And then right back here where you see this gold curtain, that's our bedroom. That's where all the power is from.
What kind of power?
Sleeping power.
Yes.
And then, well, that's pretty much it. So we had just had a hell of a time, guys. We left Tuesday from the Ozarks.
Before you get farther, I want to give a shout out to a few people. Anne, good to see you on here. Corey, thank you so much. You were right. Doe Lake is, I think, where we're at.
That's it.
Something like that. This is our first Skoolie Swarm event, our first Skoolie-related anything. We had a van that we traveled in last year, and so now that we've upgraded to the Skoolie, we're kind of getting into looking into those options too, as far as the community and the people within that Skoolie industry, I guess you'd say. I want to give a shout out to Billy Winters also. Good to see you on here. He had actually donated a knife made by Nick. If you haven't checked out Knives by Nick, Instagram, and I think a website, I think also Facebook, now that I mentioned that. Check out his knives. He does a lot of cool stuff. Speaking of, there's a current raffle right now on our website of one of his knives that is a one-of-a-kind. He made one that has the heart in the handle with turquoise. TJ surprised me with that, so there's one that's matching to it that we are going to raffle off, and that is posted, I believe, already. A lot of stuff has happened this last 2 weeks that has been worse than ever, just to say. We were supposed to leave out of Arkansas on Thursday. The bad weather was coming, so we actually had to leave Tuesday. So that was 2 days early when we were trying to get a month's worth of work crammed into 3 days. We really needed those 2 days. Anyways, a lot of stuff did not get completed, which is completely fine. We can live like this on the road. However, so we left early. I am on a lot of medication. I'm not even going to say that. The day we got here.
Well, we'll just break it down. So we got all loaded up, coming down and beating the weather. Went 450 miles the first day. We did really well.
Yeah, because actually from from Oklahoma across the entire state of Arkansas and a little bit into Tennessee was this winter weather, severe ice, snow, all this. So we needed to actually make it from northwest Arkansas past.
We need to get down close to Birmingham.
Past Tupelo.
Yeah, so we did.
So yeah, we did. That was a lot of mileage
and in between there, we had a blowout. If you guys didn't, if you weren't paying attention, hadn't seen it, or just whatever, we are learning this bus, this bigger life than just two wheels. Us running on it. We blew a tire, basically two, going to Sturgis last year, so we were replacing tires. So as we did that, you stop and get these things fixed. Before I left, It had set from the last trip that we had all that done, the last ones, because we went ahead and put new all the way around. I went to check the air, and they put little old bitty valve stems back behind the duals. You couldn't get to the air to check it at all. Knowing that I needed to go directly to the tire shop to get it done, you know me, we took it real easy, and we run those 450, and then the next day I found a tire shop, and I got some extenders. We went to a tire shop, and they pulled everything off and put the right valve stems on. We had some with some low compression valve stems, plastic ones, and I put the good bolder and metal ones in. I'm sure there's the right terminology for that. But anyway, they got that in there. The tires back up. So that was the second day. Most of that went into that. So, all right, so we're doing that. Now, we just wired this bus, too. When I say wired the bus, I didn't run it with extension cords. We actually put a 100 amp service in, where we could do 50 amp, 30 amp, all that.
And actual outlets,
Yeah.
switches, and stuff like that, just
Yeah.
like you would have in your home, because we do want this to be, livable, like just like a regular RV, not
I like to think of it
10,000
as a moving apartment. Mobile apartment. Mobile home.
Mobile, Alabama.
You sell propane sofas. So that we got through that. The next day we were going to take it easy. We did just that, and it was pretty good. Although
It
it
was
did get down
nice.
to 24 degrees where we were at.
It got pretty cold.
Okay.
But yeah, those next 2 nights were really good for our soul. We ended up camping at 2 different campgrounds back to back, and they were both amazing. A big shout out, I think one of them is Flat Creek Family Campground, and the other one is a KOA. And we've never stayed at KOA campgrounds before. This was the first time, and it was, and I hope that all KOAs are like this, but it was so clean and professional. Although it was busier than most campgrounds, there was a lot of RVs there, but their campground is big enough to host them all, and it didn't feel like everyone was piled right on top of each other. Both locations had a dog park, which Hank loved, and that was good for us. It was like I needed that. Hank needed that. Yeah, it was good. So yeah.
So
those were the 2 good days out of this whole trip.
and after that, we ran into some problems, but we're making do and pushing forward. Normal problems, but last night we got here to Melrose here on this lake during Skoolie storm, and it was the night before we got here, but it was 6:30, and they wouldn't let anybody in after 6, so we didn't come down into the camp setup. We had step top, so that was cool.
Yeah, we were supposed to arrive on Friday.
No, Saturday.
Oh yeah, we were supposed to check in on Saturday, and then we got no.
Yeah, that's right. That's
okay.
hard to remember.
Check-in is actually only from like 8 to 6, and they cut it off at 6 o'clock because around the lake here, and of course Florida, there's a lot of sugar sand, and it's very easy to get stuck, especially in these big school buses and coaches and stuff like that. So super easy to get. We actually talked yesterday about walking around. However, it's rained all day today. No one is out. It's muggy and it's nasty and muddy. But anyways, so yeah, the first night we got here, we actually stayed in the open field right there at check-in, which was fine. It was completely fine.
Ran a generator, ran off that because we don't have any solar. We're hoping to, but it's expensive. We don't know what we're doing. So running off the generator or getting plugged in. That's what we did. So we ran a generator. We got down here yesterday and got a place and got set up and had to work on the trailer, and she had this working here. She did the wallpaper. Also, we ran down the road before we came down here to the campground, and there's an Ace down here at
Keystone Heights.
Dang.
Keystone Heights, Florida. Shout out to their Ace
Dang.
hardware. Like our Ace at home, our Ace hardware is like you walk in and it's a hardware store.
Yeah.
That
That's
hence Ace hardware. This Ace hardware is like
fish tank, saltwater fish.
It's like a Target combined with a hardware store.
Floral.
But that's definitely got a woman's touch to it because half of it is like home goods stuff and gifts and stuff like that, which we got the kids a little something. Super cute. I love
So
it. I can't show y'all because you'll see it.
we picked up some paint. So she was gonna paint today and do some stuff on the cabinets.
Oh, why did I not paint today, you may ask?
Okay, so last night they had here at Skoolie Swarm, they have a deal called fire hopping.
Yeah.
So people host a fire at their campsite or their circle. And what I mean by circle is they have buses or coaches or vans, whatever it is, and they make a circle. And in the circle, not a square, but a circle.
No, in a circle.
No squares in a circle. So they put a fire and they host it and you go hang out. Right? So I think we finally got out of here doing some stuff. I think it was at 7 o'clock we started really walking around. And then we started running into people and started having fun. And then it started raining. And then at night kind of got a little later. She was starting to get kind of wound down. So I was like, let's go take a shower. And you got to walk up the hill. It's a little bit of a pace up there. We get up there. Nobody's here, so we get to take a shower. It's late. We come back down here and get in the bus. Start getting warmed up. Starting to get comfortable, like getting some snacks, flip on my flat screen, this big, pushes
It's
in
a
the
Michael
wall.
Scott flat screen TV.
So the generator just goes, but
Yeah.
still running, but everything went black. So I'll go back there, raining, no lights. I get back there, no
And
big
now
deal.
mention
It's safe, but
this generator that we have is a Predator 5000.
from Harbor
Super
Freight.
quiet from Harbor Freight. We purchased it in November, and we had not opened it and like set it up until a few days before we left Arkansas. So this generator has 36 hours on it.
Right. So coming down, we just ran it a little bit. Everything that we have is pretty low pull.
Wattage, yeah.
It's not pulling much. So, and we don't run anything at once, but it's a pretty good little generator. We had one the year before, and we put the warranty on it, and we had some stuff happen to the wheels and stuff that went road and the handle. We went ahead and took it back because we had the warranty on it. Well, we got this one. Somehow this got all messed up. Apparently we didn't have warranty on this, so I'll get into that here in a minute. But back to what I was saying, the generator just went overload, or it was flipping the breaker, or it was just overloaded. I kept pushing it, and it has a little digital panel there, and it just going through this crazy LED just flashing, right? So all the numbers, it just wasn't making sense. So I killed it, pulled the plug, put a new plug in, pulled the battery cable off, let it sit there, put the battery cable back on, turn the generator back around, get it kind of situated, start it back up. It won't do anything. It kept flipping. So last night, luckily it got down in the 50s, so we didn't have any power or no way to heat or anything like that. But we got through the night fine, but it was hard to sleep. By the time I did that, it was like 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, there was not much sleep.
So this morning I got up like 7, and we loaded up from here, and we went to a Harbor Freight where?
I'll have to look at the town. It starts with an S. I don't know if
not
it's Stark or something like that.
It was not a good experience at all.
The
it's just
individuals that work there were just
bad
not
experience.
very
And,
friendly.
guys, we're pretty cool. Like, trying to talk to the manager. Found out we didn't have the extended warranty. We called Branson, Missouri, where we got it, and they said, yeah, there's a little bit of something going on there. I don't know. Because we returned one, the policy, and we
And
got a
then
new
the
one.
extended warranty got put on another thing that we purchased instead of the generator.
Well,
story
actually, a cheaper air pump or
it's a
air compressor, thank you, to paint the bus. But so some confusing. So I honestly said, I told him, I said, can you get this shit taken care of? We should want to pay. They had some problem getting paid. Like, it was just a big deal that happened. I said, fuck it, let's go. So we drove another 30 miles. Ended up being
they ended up ringing it up wrong, so then they had to credit my debit card back, which then takes a couple of days, and generators are not the cheapest, but anyways, credit it back to my account after they messed up, and then they were going to ring it up the correct way. Well, then they couldn't get it worked out.
Couldn't have enough money.
We
to
were
refund
standing
it.
there, and we were like, okay, well, we
have
can't
to go.
just spend all day here. So we drove another 30 minutes.
And on top of this, without
to another
solar,
Harbor Freight.
we are right on the generator's tail. We got to stay on it or get plugged up because we have
a freezer
and a refrigerator, and we're eating out of it, and save money. So I'm worried about that stuff, And so, like I said, we got up. We had that experience at that place. Went to another one in
Gainesville.
Gainesville. I started with Gur. Gainesville. That one, I didn't even walk in. I was like, Steph,
Yeah, I just walked in, and they were quick.
I just drove through.
Yeah.
So we threw that one in the door. We put it in the trailer. Now keep in mind we got that little old bitty trailer, so we had the road glide in there, which we're going to get out. I don't even know if I'm going to get out of here. It'll probably when we get Daytona in a few days. I guess more to talk about that, but it's a nasty, sandy mud pit here, and I got the mini bikes in there, so hers and mine, and I had to take her pod off, her air filter, so I could get the box in with the generator. I went out there while she was in there, and I was pulling with this other one. I was like, damn it, man. So now we have this fucked up generator, and then we got this new generator, and we have all this money in this. I'm like, honestly, we can't afford it. But then again, we can't, I guess we'd either have to plug up somewhere, and there's nowhere here where we're camping, and we're already paid for this spot. So here we are in this situation. We need a little bit of solar. We could probably make it through, but we don't have that.
But we've got both
safe.
generators. Once we get back to Arkansas, I'd already talked to the Branson Harbor Freight, and they're always super nice all the time. Even whenever I called out of the blue and I talked to someone I didn't even originally talk with and bought the thing from. Anyways, they are gonna help us out when we get back and figure out what happened. Anyways, we are in good spirits despite all of the crap.
I got back there and got to mess with this generator, and the thing, as we were sitting in that Harbor Freight's parking lot, I got there and just messing around. I hadn't done anything different, start up, and it was running right. So this one, right out of the box, has always had a toot, 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 like it's missing. I thought, well, it's probably one of those cheap-ass spark plugs. Put a good spark plug. Actually, I've done that twice now, and I changed the oil yesterday. So last night after doing that, so I was out there in that parking lot, and that damn thing started working somewhat properly, and I plugged it in just to the back of the trailer to charge the batteries to the road glide. It was working. I have 110 in here just out the side there, that just in case we just need to plug in somewhere 110, just what I just did. It powered that up, so I put the big 30-50 cable on, and it's been running since then. I put fuel in it, so hopefully we get through the next couple of days with the generator. If not, we got the other one back there. But this is what we're up to, and it seems like, you'll be watching and people tell you these problems are going through, and like, well, you should just stay home. Well, you're probably right. It'd be a lot more simple if we just stay home. But that's just not who we are. And we're looking forward to the rest of the week here at Skoolie Swarm, and then we'll take out for Daytona. We'll do Daytona Bike Week, and we'll be talking more about that too, where we're going to be and who we're going to be hanging out with.
Yeah, I was going to say that we're going to be here at Skoolie Swarm until Thursday, so Wednesday night. Then Thursday morning, we're going to get up early and head over to Daytona, meet up with some friends, which I want to give a shout out to Weems. Weems Motor Company's on here. I want to say hi.
Yeah, so dang, Weems, did I talk about this?
Oh, no, not yet.
Not yet.
Want to say something about the Triumph, because I think Checker Pass, you had mentioned what's up with that Triumph.
1977 Triumph?
Yeah, and we had, so Skoolie Swarm also has like a Facebook group for the event, so a lot of people work and make income out of their bus also.